What do you want me to say about the thing? What do you want me to say? Like the info?
You might know the timeline of events because obviously they announced this when Trump said that he was going to come to the game.
I can't. All right. I can't. Like, I'm not going to give you a pinpoint list or whatever. All I can tell you for real is that they put the end racism thing in the back of the NFL in the back of the end zone when all of the protesting was going on. There was a lot of police brutality going on, and then the Colin Kaepernick thing happened. All of these things happened within like a year and a half. They went ahead and they put the end racism in the back of the end zone. Now, since that's been in the end zone, though, they have been criticized by, white people too, obviously. White people saying, well, what's this? I don't want my sports politicized. Nobody really cared about what they were saying. They were also criticized by other black people that were saying that this was something that was given because they weren't going to actually do anything else that the people wanted. So we'll throw you this and throw the end racism in the back and y'all be quiet, which kind of happened and could also very much be true. And now they've decided that they're going to take end racism out of the back of the end zone for the following seasons. I'm not sure if they're going to do it tonight or not, but they planning on taking it out of the back of the end zone. Do we care? Are you guys affected by them not having end racism in the end zone?
I think them pulling it. So looking at the way or when it was pulled, it was saying that it was changed when President Trump decided that he was going to go to the game. That's what it's saying here. That decision to change it was when Trump announced that he will be attending the big game.
So okay, you saying they announced it and then he decided to go to the game?
No. The NFL's field change was announced the same day that President Donald Trump was reported to attend this year's game, which makes him the first sitting president to attend the big game. Now, what it also looks like is that they are making some changes to some things to appease Trump and whatever his political stances are, which we already know, which is coming from ending DEI, all of these, things that plays into race.
I'm gonna be honest, that doesn't make sense. Let me just keep it buck.
It doesn't make sense?
No.
Why wouldn't? I mean, why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't it make sense for them to do that when the league is almost like it's 90%, more than 90%?
Well, they know
black?
that the big game, of course they're gonna do it on the big game. It's one of the most watched games of the year, of the season. There's so many people that's gonna be tuned into this that they've decided to change this particular term. Like,
it's already been there
I
for
feel like
multiple...
us as black people, we're like, okay, end racism is just kind of a throwaway sticker to put it on something.
So for me, this is more my conspiracy theorist comes in. Okay, you mean to tell me that it's just coincidence that the same day that Donnie decides to pull up to the big game,
he's changed so much.
You decide that you're going to change this. Now, let's say if they would have said this, I don't know, in the playoffs.
When they announced where.
If they would have said in the playoffs, yo, we're gonna change this, thing because we've been seeing over time, blah, 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 blah. Cool. Then Donnie decides he wants to pull up. Cool. The NFL already was on this type of motion. However, Donnie says, I'm pulling up.
As the first president, he going to sit on that.
Now you decide to change. All I'm saying is a conspiracy theorist could say, this is not coincidental. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Austin, you could think, and I would love to hear how you feel like that train of thought is stupid because it seems
it's
like.
It's not stupid. It's just
you don't think they're capable of that?
I think they're capable. I think they're capable. I think anybody's capable of anything. And I think groups of men and women are capable of terrible things, if you want me to keep
White
it a buck.
Men.
But no, just men in general. Groups of people.
In the time
to me,
that we're in, let's
general.
talk. You can say what white men are capable of right
now.
Well,
I don't
the way
trust
they are
white
dismantling.
I didn't know that. If you want me to say that, then yeah, of course I don't trust white
but the
people.
way that they are dismantling like government and just everything else, this is not a surprise. Like this should not surprise anybody.
I think. All right, let's have a serious conversation.
Anyways, let's have
a serious conversation.
But I just want the new slogan that will be there will be choose love.
Right, and I'm sure that'll be criticized too by the people that don't want. I think that it's very easy to position things to look a certain way when you want to control the narrative and you want to be ahead of things. I think the NFL has been playing around with the idea. We good. The NFL has been playing around with the idea of peeling some of these things back because they didn't want to do them initially. They initially did them to appease black people watching the games and the black people playing in the games to at least feel like they were willing to take the steps. That's why they brought Jay-Z in to pick the people that do the Super Bowl. So it feels like it's not just white people controlling this thing. But initially, they weren't going to do any of that until tons of people started to pressure them and to deal with the protests. I also think Elon Musk, Donald Trump, they live for headlines. I'm pretty sure there was the NFL. Things don't happen like, hey, we walked into the office Monday and decided we were going to have the racism. No, I'm talking about the NFL. The NFL, people don't walk into the NFL offices on a Monday and say, hey, we're going to take the end racism out of the back of the end zones, and then Tuesday it's announced. That's not how that works.
Back it up a little bit. But to be honest with you, why wouldn't it work that way when we have...
It's just not how they work.
But the NFL is ran by these rich people, correct?
Right.
Is Donald Trump not out here saying that a lot of his campaign or just how his stance on everything is to support these rich people? There are people, these millionaire, billionaire men that are now coming in and changing things.
Right.
Why wouldn't they make a change because Trump said so? There is some type of money exchange I feel. I may be right, I may be wrong. Y'all can give us a call and throw your thoughts on there. But I feel like there is a money part that has to be dealt with this because we know what the NFL is about and the owners
of the NFL isn't just about the money. The NFL is about who they want to deal with, and the NFL didn't want to deal with Donald Trump before he was president.
When was that though?
When he wanted to be an owner.
How long ago was that? How long ago did he want to be an owner? When?
The early 2010s, like 2013, 2014.
10, 15 years later, and he has been the president once and now twice.
Listen, you just asked me about the money.
I feel like things will change. Just because they didn't want him in 2010, they just may not have wanted him to be a damn owner.
They put the end racism in the end zone
him because they know he dropping dollars. I definitely see that.
They put the end racism in the back of the end zone while he was president. They denied him access to purchasing an NFL team when he was already worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
But he wasn't president then.
He wasn't president then, but he was president when they put it up. He was already president. They didn't take it down when he was president.
So if they were trying to peel things back, as you're saying, then why didn't they do it during Biden and Kamala?
They were playing with the idea.
If they were not down for that, they would have peeled it back a while ago. Why did they now, coincidentally, all of a sudden, when Trump decides to be the first president to come to the football game, that they're going to go ahead and do it?
I think that happened afterwards. One, I think he wanted to control. He wanted to be a part of the narrative and get this news story to happen. I don't think that they sat and decided to do this while he came to the Super Bowl. He's been going to sporting events. That's part of the thing he does.
Trickle something into somebody's ear?
No, he does that. No,
it's Trump though. The fact that
this dude is not he's not the boogeyman.
No, but
he don't just show up places.
You just said it though, Austin, that he likes to play with headlines.
Right.
You did not just say that. So why would he not trickle something down to go to the NFL for them to sit here and try to make some type of
so pause right there. Pause right there because you brought that up.
He would do that.
Pause right there and focus on what you just said. What's easier? Controlling the entirety of a billion-dollar corporation or jumping on a news story and putting it out there to make it seem away?
But that's what they've been doing this whole time since he got into the office.
Yes, that's what he does.
Exactly. So why would they not do this?
He's playing just because he makes something, making something look a certain way doesn't mean anything.
Austin, since he's gotten to the office, he has been doing nothing but putting things on a headline. This is just prime example of one of the things that he's doing on one of the biggest nights on TV and in football and sports.
And remember,
it just seems like he's trying to get involved in the narrative. It doesn't seem like he controlled it. The NFL didn't want to do it.
To distract the people from other things. Like the fact that we're talking about a term of end racism one is kind of dumb. Like, this is a sticker for something. We already know, like, what the hell, end racism.
Which is why they wanted to
for me. And now you want to change it, and it sounds very hypocritical as well. Now you want to change it to choose love when you just sat here and took away transgender and black people.
Exactly.
That's
my part. All right, so look, we do gotta go to break. We gotta go to break, but you literally just talked around in a circle to answer yourself. She just answered the question. Listen, hold on, pause. I know we gotta go to break. She just literally said, why would he? I just rolled. Hold on, listen. I'll let you work.
Let him cook.
I'll let you work. Let me show you how I get surgical with it, Jake. Let's get right on. We gotta go to break. I can show you how we can get surgical with it though, Jake. If he just rolled back all of these different things about pride and gay people and we're not gonna let trans people in, all this other stuff. Because they said we're gonna take the end racism out and we're gonna put something in support of gay people and trans people, would he then be like, I'm showing up, guys. This is our time and it's time? No, that's not what's going on. The dude dude wants to be a part of the news. He don't want you. Hold on, listen. We're talking about this instead of talking about why planes are falling out of the sky. That's why they hop out with these stupid things. Nobody cares if you take end racism out of the end zone and replace it with another slogan to make people feel better.
Oh, you just want to fight, bro.
No, I don't. It just don't make sense to me. Why would anybody do this? The NFL, the people you were just talking about, they have teams just like him. Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. The NFL, these owners have teams, crisis management teams, people that tell them when the social climate is leaking out. Exactly. So look, when we decide that we might have an out. We might be able to roll it back. The same day, this dude says he's going to the Super Bowl. They didn't invite him. He just said he was going.
I think.
What are we talking about?
I think, and we gotta go to break, but I think two things could be true at the same time. I think y'all both probably are right. Y'all just looking at it from two different.
That's what it feels like it.
Y'all low key are saying the same thing. Y'all are just looking at it from two different.
I just don't think he had as much. I don't think y'all think he was way more involved than I do.
That's what it is. I'm saying I think
he pushed the button.
I think exactly.
I think he pushed the button.
Let me sprinkle.
But call us up and let us know what you think.
404-726-1380 News and Talk WAOK. Voices in the Streets Unfiltered.
Did Trump push the button or not?
He's put a sprinkle on it.
Let us know.